Alright guys, today we're going to be playing a little bit differently. I'm going to be showing you how to additive load in Tabletop Sim, and also we're going to be playing the Pyromancer and not Moon Elf. Decided to take a little break from Moon Elf and try someone out a little bit more. And I did like the Pyromancer, playing with the Pyromancer, but we're going to additive load something a little bit more unique. So we're going to go to games, and you're going to see my mods here. And we're going to scroll, and we're going to go to little Jeff here from Marvel Rivals. You know what? We're going to add him in. So we're going to add in Jeff from Marvel Rivals. Now where is he? There he is. So look, it's Jeff from Marvel Rivals. I'm going to try and do some Marvel characters because I like playing them. And I do like little Jeff boy here. So we're going to be playing as Jeff the Land Shark versus the Pyromancer. A little bit of water versus fire here. Anyway, let's begin a little roll thing. Jeff only has two effects. Healing Bubble, basically you spend it to heal yourself and gain CP. And then Cuteness, we'll get into later because it is very funny. But first we're going to roll for turn order. Alright, Jeff goes first, as always, because he's a cute little boy. Let's see here. Shuffle. Player with healing bubbles who immediately spend the token and double the effect, so double healing from the bubble. Move a status effect, and then incoming damage. Alright, so we still have 1 CP. Let's draw 2 more cards. Spend 1. Move a status effect from chosen player. And additional offensive roll. Let's sell that to 2. Alright, so we're back to 2. Jeffy boy. Jeffy boy. Nom nom nom. Alright, so 2 sharks, 3 bubbles. Alright, we can do costume contest and gain cuteness. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do costume contest right here. Deal 7 and gain cuteness. Cuteness right there. Cuteness works on defensive. I'll talk about that later, but first we're going to roll defensively because she's getting dealt 7 damage. 2 gears, so the gears don't do anything, but she does deal 3 damage back onto Jeff. So she'll take 7 damage, and Jeff will take 3 damage, right? Yep, 3 damage. Alright, and that will be the end of Jeffy's turn. Jeff will pass to Pyro. Shuffle. Obviously gains CP and obviously has 4 cards, so we'll draw 5. Because you start the game with 4 and then you draw an extra 1. That's a lot of upgrades, but we don't have a lot of CP for that. So we're going to spend this to get some CP. Combustion is good. Combustion is good. Let's do combustion. Alright, so let's roll. Begin the slaughter. That's dealing 6 damage, but I need Pyroblast is the best ability on the board by far. And we got it. So Pyroblast is dealing 6 damage and rolling 1 die. I rolled 1, so I add 3 damage per fire, so I'm dealing 9 damage. So let's look at what cuteness is before we start. Yeah, so when you are attacked and taking incoming damage, the person who is attacking you may apologize to you. And if they apologize, then they choose to either take 2 damage to themselves or let Jeff draw a card. If they do not apologize to Jeff, both effects happen. So since I am a Jeff fan, I'm going to not apologize to this guy because he commits war crimes. In Marvel Rivals, I'm not going to apologize to him. I'm going to take 2 damage in result of that cuteness token, and he gets to draw a card. Alright, So that's cuteness is gone, and he still has his defensive roll 5. With 2 jaws, he deals 1 damage for every 2 bubbles. He gains healing bubble. Okay, so he only had 2 jaws. So he's going to do 1 damage to me, and I'm going to be dealing 9 damage to him. Alright. And I'm going to pass the turn. Back to little Jeff boy. So he's going to get a CP, and he's going to draw a card. You got a attack modifier. No, that's just changing any value of your dice to a 4 or 5, which is kind of useful for him. Okay, we have 7 cards, so we're going to have to spend on something here. Let's do this one. Let's get that out of here. And then let's roll. Well, that is an easy 7 damage. And on 3 of a kind, which we do not have. Now I can change any one of these guys to 4 or 5. Let's do 1, 2, 3 over here, and then try and roll a 4 or 5. Or we can just roll 4 and a 5 and not even have to use it. Alright, large straight. Right here. Deal 8 damage and gain cuteness. He's got cuteness again, and he's dealing 8 damage. Alright, so let's roll. Again, I'm going to be dealing 3 damage to him, but he's going to be dealing 8 damage to me. Alright, so kind of an even battle here. He does have cuteness, and I think I'm going to have to apologize to good old Jeff next turn, but I'm going to be dealing a card. Got an attack modifier, that's nice. Do I want to upgrade the large straight? No. I do need to gain fire mastery though. I think I'm going to have to take a turn doing fire mastery. Perfect. Small straight would give me 2 fire mastery. Okay, so that's 3. Let's try and get an even. Let's get more. Or not. Is there anything over here? Let's increase, decrease this to a 5. So we can get, no, we don't even have to do that. We don't even have to do that. Because we can't, because max is 5, so we're getting, yeah, 6. So we're already getting a max of 5, and we're dealing 1 undefendable damage per fire mastery we have. We have 5, so we're going to be dealing 5 undefendable damage. So Jeff, is it any income damage? Income damage. Yeah, it's just a, yeah, so I'm going to apologize to Jeff, and I'm going to choose to let him draw a card, because I don't want to take the damage. So, I apologize, Jeff, pat pat, little fishy boy. Gets to draw a card, and that. Alright, so, and I deal 5 undefendable damage to him. Alright, and I'll pass the turn to Fish Boy. Jeff gains CP, he's got 8 cards, so he's going to have to get rid of these. Gains healing bubbles, remove status effects. One of these is worse than the other. Yeah. Gain CP from that. I'm going to gain a healing bubble, so spend 1 for that. Change the value to 2 dice. Kind of dumb. But I gain a healing bubble. It's nice. And I've got 6 cards. Alright, so 6 cards. Alright, so 1, 2. That gives me 3 of a kind, so it would heal 2. I'd only be dealing 6 damage though. Alright, so now I'm dealing 7. 7 damage and healing 2. So, deal 2, deal 7. Alright, so that is dealing 3 damage to him. want to know what Fire Mastery does, it's basically just making certain attacks. You can spend Fire Mastery to make your attacks more. We've already talked about this, so it really is only to empower certain attacks, as you'll see. But Jeff will pass turn to me. Of course, as always, I remove one Fire Mastery as part of my upkeep phase. And then I gain CP and draw a card. That is a Fireball 2. I don't need that right now. I'm definitely using my attack modifier for this turn. I can upgrade large straight. I definitely want to get my straights now. Point. Alright, we have a small straight. Can we get a large? We did get a large. And we just increased it. So we gained 2 Fire Mastery. We already have stack of 5, so we only get 1. Inflict burn. Then deal 4 damage plus 2 damage per Fire Mastery. So that is 10 plus 4. That is 14 damage. 14 damage. Yeah. Not a good time to be old Jeffy boy. Pyromancer is unforgiving. Alright, so we got 2 bubbles, which means we gain a healing bubble. And we also deal 1 damage. So Jeff is taking 14 big ones, and we're taking only 1. Alright. And we're going to pass turn to Jeff, and of course he's going to, he doesn't have enough, so he's going to take the 2 damage from burn. But he's going to spend his healing bubbles. If a player at stack limit gains healing bubbles, heal 1, remove this token and roll 1. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 CP, because I gain 1, so I'm going to spend 2 CP. If I have healing bubbles, I spend 1 immediately, and anytime I roll, it'll double the damage. So I roll the 2, so I heal 2 times 2, so 4. Alright, and now I'm going to heal again, so I've got 2. Alright, so I'm going to heal 2 and gain a CP, because I rolled a 4. So I gain a CP, and I heal 2. Cool, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my card for my game phase, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that 2 CP, that 1 CP that I gained, and remove burn, because burn is not good for a shark like me. And now this little shark is going to roll dice and try and be a menace by rolling a bubble. By rolling a bubble. By rolling bubbles. Deal 7 damage, gain cuteness. Cool. Cuteness. Alright, so I'm dealing 3 damage and gaining a Fire Mastery, but I already have max stack of 5, so it doesn't matter. So I'm taking 7 and dealing 3. So, Jeff's going to pass to me, upkeep, I lose Fire Mastery, upkeep phase, then I draw a card, getting paid, so he's going to use getting paid, I'm upgrade Fireball, because I can. Alright, now what I want to do, I want to keep getting my large straights, or I can go for that, I can go for my ultimate. No, I'm going to do Pyroblast. I'm not going to be able to get my ultimate. I don't think I'm going to get that. I don't even want to risk it, because I'm going to use my attack modifiers. Spend 1 CP. Every Fire Mastery I have, which is 4, I add 4 damage. So I'm already dealing 6. And let's roll the dice. I got 5, so I gain 2 Fire Mastery. So I deal plus 5 to 6. I'm dealing 11 damage in total. And I'm not apologizing to Jeff, so Jeff gets to draw a card and I take 2 damage. Because I just don't feel like drawing. So I'm dealing 11 damage. Unless he gets something. Fair bubble, so he gains a healing bubble, and he does 1 damage. So he's doing 3 damage, because I didn't apologize. And I'm dealing 11 damage. Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans, cool beans. I still have an attack modifier card. This game seems pretty much won first. Pass turn to Jeff. Move all status effects when it shows a player. You know what? I'm going to sell this. And I'm going to spend it on Pyromancer. And yeah, I am going to remove all these Fire Mastery tokens. Set her back to 0. Because Fire Mastery is not fun. Roll Jeffy boy. So I'm going to remove all these tokens. Why? Because I want to. Now Pyromancer doesn't have that. And I get a healing bubble. So I roll a 5, so I heal 2 and draw a card. It looks like a lot of words. First I'm going to do my healing. Play this card immediately, then spend a cuteness token and resolve both effects. If your opponent does not apologize, they take an extra 2 damage. I don't have a cuteness token. So that is the only side to wait until I get one. Alright, let's move to damage. I'm going to keep my CP open for that, just in case I need to. And I'm going to try and roll for a shark. Roll for a shark. Yep. So I'm going to gain cuteness, deal 7 damage, and of course I'm going to use this, pay 1 CP for this, and I will immediately spend a cuteness token, and Pyromancer, you're getting dealt 4 damage on top of 7, and Jeff is drawing a card. So either I'm dealing 9 damage or 11 damage. Pyromancer is going to apologize to Jeff. Sorry, Jeffy boy, my good little sharky. Pat, pat, pat. Alright, so it still gets +2, so he's dealing 9 damage regardless, and he's still drawing a card. Alright, so let's see here. Pyromancer is being dealt 9 damage, but she's gaining Fire Mastery and dealing 3 in return. So she's taking 9 damage and dealing 3 in return. Alright. So she's going to lose that Fire Mastery token for upkeep, and her goal is now just to kill Jim. Alright, yep. It's going to be the last turn of the game, so I might as well. And I want to keep this or do the roll modifier. I'll wait. Roll. Alright, I'm going to do Pyroblast, because that's going to be an instant Jeff kill. And then I'm going to use this token to add a modifier to it. Roll 1. So that's going to add 3 damage. I also have to roll 1 for Pyroblast itself. Alright, so I'm going to be dealing 12 damage. So Jeff is dead. But we're just going to see if Jeff can kill me as well. Jeff will not. He will gain healing bubbles, so he can use a healing bubble. So 12 damage. He's taking only 10 damage, but he's still getting put in the negatives. He's gaining a CP. Is there anything that he can do? Well, there is something he can do. He can block 6 damage. But he's still taking 10. He's only blocking 2. No. He'd be at -6. If he prevents 6 incoming damage, he's at 0. So Jeff is still dying, but he's only at 0. And he's not dealing any damage to me. So Pyromancer wins. It was a close game. Jeff came close, but no cigar. And Pyromancer deals so much more damage. But honestly, if I got that remove token thing a little bit further up in the game and took all those fire tokens off of her, it would have been a pretty easy way to win with Jeff. So, good boy, Jeff. You did your best, but you still lost. But you can go back to Marvel Rivals and get MVP for tossing your entire team off the map because you're just such a good little boy. Anyway, that'll be doing it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like the video. Comment down if you'd like to see more Jeff the Landshark going up against other dice throwing characters. I'm going to be moving on to other Marvel characters in Homebrew. Obviously, you can just download the Steam mods and add stuff like Jeff the Landshark. We're going to be doing Venom next in the next episode, but that is for the next matchup. See you then. Toodaloo!